Hello. I see a lot of confusion online. People see all these companies adopting Bitcoin and then their stocks go up like hundreds, thousands of percents. And then they think like just because GameStop bought Bitcoin and the stock didn't move that there's something wrong. And no, there isn't. There's nothing wrong. You guys are comparing less than $100 million market caps to a $14 billion market cap, and for some reason nobody understands that. I don't know why, but you guys keep doing your thing. You guys keep doing your thing. It's a little weird that you don't know the difference between 100 million market cap or less than 100 million, less than 50 million in some cases, and 14 billion. I don't know. I guess I don't know, but yeah, interesting stuff. What's up, Matt Romano? How you doing, bro? My things finally came, Matt. Look, I finally got my Fusion Strike packs. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Definitely interesting compare. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like I literally just logged on to Reddit to see, what if anyone was talking about anything. And then I just see a lot like this company NBX or something. They adopted a Bitcoin treasury or bought Bitcoin, did a bond. I honestly didn't look at it, but the stock went up like 200%, and people are like tripping. Like, I don't know. It's just weird watching people try to compare little baby companies to GameStop. Like, of course those companies are gonna go up hundreds of percents. Like, I don't know, man. People are just weird, man. Let's see, what pack is this? Oh, there's my Fusion Strike. And then I got whatever this is, the promo card. Tornadus. And then it looks like this other pack might be Fusion Strike, but I thought it was Vivid Voltage. Whoa, I got 2 Fusion Strike packs. Isn't that like really good? Whoa, I got 2 Fusion. Dude, isn't that like 40 bucks? Aren't these packs like $20 each? What the fuck? What the fuck? Aren't these packs like $20 each? I knew there was a... Yeah, for some reason... I mean, it doesn't focus because of the background. I think it doesn't focus because of the blinds and the door. You gotta get it up there just right. Dude, that's cool. If all of these have 2 Fusion Strikes, that means I just like stole these. And then there's the other promo. Oh yeah, see, that one focused real quick. Those are kind of cool promos. And I got a live card I can use. Oh, and it comes with this coin. A nice game coin. I like how it's reflective. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It's really reflective. Whoa, I can't believe I got 2 Fusion Strike packs. What the hell? I think all of them are like that. So I got 12 Fusion Strike packs. What the heck, dude? What the heck? I have so many Pokemon cards on that table, dude. So many Pokemon cards. Let's see. Fusion Strike pack. 15, it looks like. Yeah, 15, 16. But I swear we looked the other day and there were some that sold for like 20. Oh, look, someone just sold all 6 of these for 125. So what's that? 125 divided by 6, or 12 actually. Because if they're all Fusion Strikes, that's 10.4 a piece. Why did he do that? He could have just opened the boxes and sold the packs. Oh, dude, there's so many. There's so many of these boxes that sold. Maybe I just got lucky. and I got a full Fusion Strike one. That's possible, I guess. Right there. Yeah, like 15 bucks. But I bet if you weigh it, if it weighs a certain amount, it's probably worth more. Oh, that one sold for 10. Either way. I mean, I bought it for 60, so $10 minimum. Either way, I doubled my money minimum. Potentially even tripled it. So that's cool. They should all be the same. When I bought it, though, it said it was Vivid Voltage and Fusion Strike, not... I swear. It wasn't supposed to be 2 Fusion Strike packs. Scarlet and Violet's weighable. This is Fusion Strike Sword and Shield. What's up, H.O.? What's up, Alex Schur? Art Ryan Cohen interview from 2 years ago. I watched yesterday for the first time. Like the Gme DD one. There's a couple. There's a couple short ones, and then there's that Gme DD one. There's also a couple articles with Ryan Cohen as well. Did they not have it on here? Double blister. Huh. Oops. See, this is the thing I just bought, isn't it? Yeah, see, it was supposed to be Fusion Strike, one Fusion Strike and one Vivid Voltage, and then a Blastoise coin. That doesn't look like Blastoise. I think all of these are the same. Maybe I just got lucky. Very interesting. It's a 2-pack blister, yeah. It was supposed to be this. Like, it was supposed to be this. But instead I got 2 Fusion Strikes and a different coin. So, kind of cool. Kind of cool. Oh, Break Nation, I got that thing yesterday, and it came with 2 Fusion Strike packs instead of... Oh, you can't see the screen. Duh. Whoops. There you go. Yeah, it's supposed to be this. This is what I bought. So, kind of cool. It's called hitting the jackpot. It's pretty sick. It's cool. That was a good come up. Good little come up. That was a long one. There's really only a select few sets that are weighable. Really deeper understanding of CO's vision. Yep. You can't post links, Alex. Sure, it doesn't show up. But I've seen all the interviews. I've watched them all, read them all, and they're all really good. That's why it's weird. That's why yeah. I mean, the more you learn, the more you research about Ryan Cohen, and I mean, there's not much to research, but the more you research about him, you're like, wow, he like really could take this to the, you know, this could be way more than just a little retail play. There's a interesting future when you believe in Ryan Cohen. And you compare it, I don't know, even if you like compare it to a lot of the earlier companies, you know, he seems to have that, like, what is GameStop going to be in like 10, 20 years, you know? All it is right now is a turnaround with some Bitcoin, and maybe they bought some other stuff. We'll see. Like, you know, 10, 20 years from now, what else are they going to do? It's very interesting. That's what's interesting to me. I think a lot of people are really short term when it comes to this, but for me, it's like such an interesting future ahead. Sup, Break Nation? Yeah, I got 6. They all have 2. So, got 12 Fusion Strike packs for $60. And, I mean, if they're $15 each average, that's pretty good. Nice little triple on some Pokemon. Everyone, you know, a lot of people flex that they got a triple in the stock market. I just got a triple on Pokemon. Sure, it's only $60, but still, that was the easiest triple of my life. Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, baby, a triple! And maybe, I mean, who knows? I don't plan on selling them. They might be worth more in the future. Who knows? But yeah, I got 6, and they all have 2 Fusion Strike packs, so pretty cool. Today's haul, just because I have to. 2 Destin ETBs, 2 Destin bundles, 2 Destin 3-packs, 2 Destin sleeves, and drumroll 3 prismatic SPCs. Holy shit, dude. You get so much product where you live. That's insane. That's insane, bro. $513. Let's go. The fucking 2 ETBs, or the fucking, yeah, basically the 2 ETBs and the bundles pay for that. You just be traveling to Targets. I guess that's but even, bro, like when the last prismatic release at GameStop, the last ETB release, my GameStop literally had 12 ETBs. Like where I live, there is no love, because it's like a smaller area. But if I go to like Salt Lake or something, I would have a lot better of a chance, I feel like. More competition, obviously. But yeah, bro, for some reason I don't feel like Utah gets a lot of stuff, because even like the Salt Lake and Layton one only had like 30 or 40. It's weird, bro. And then the SPC release, my GameStop literally had like 4 of them or some shit. Like, ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know. It could just be where I live, because I don't know. But I also don't try. You know, I'm not out there 6 a.m. trying to get Pokemon. It'd maybe be a little different of an outcome if I actually tried. Yeah, Alex, sure. It just doesn't let you put links in the tab or in this chat. Even if I activate it, it doesn't let you. Like there's a little thing you can click to like let people share links, but it doesn't even work. They just literally don't let you share links. It's weird. Yeah, it's really weird. Because I have to. Ryan Cohen is a brilliant person. Yes, I believe so. I mean, we'll see. I think so as well. We'll see though. Especially if, you know, investing is if it's gonna be like the Berkshire type thing, it's really gonna be, you know, dependent on the market. Like there's no, at that point, you're really betting on the market. You're not really betting on Ryan Cohen at that point. So hopefully they stick to business, Hopefully investing is a lot smaller piece or stays a lot smaller of a piece, but we'll see. We've done it every day I've been in here so far, man. Yeah, pretty much. You always are updating on your hauls, and it's always like crazy. It's always a lot of stuff. What's up, Muma? I don't think there's any news today. No news. Just be traveling targets. One target, yeah. Not against it, but not selling any, yeah. No, really no point. Unless you get like cash or something. I don't even know if, yeah. Unless you get straight cash, I don't see a point in selling any of this stuff. Maybe though, we'll see. That's the bet. You could sell it now for double, or maybe it'll be worth quadruple in the future. We'll see. Will age well. Destin, in my opinion, is going to age better than Prismatic, and I think Prismatic's top notch. I liked it. I've been playing Destin Rivals on the card game. I think those decks are really good. Potentially new meta, but I don't know. I haven't really played any like really good players yet, so hard to say. $1,000 to open a Pokeball Mochi. Full rates and Destin is huge for it. Pokeball Mochi? I don't know if I know what you're talking about. GameStop out here baiting the tinfoilers with all this Buck the Bunny jazz. And didn't he just remove the profile? Like I don't know. See, I saw, but like I literally care so little. That's nice. Good for them. But like is that all? He just took away the profile and everyone's hyped about it. I don't know. I just can't relate. Maybe like, 8 months ago to a year ago, maybe I could relate a little bit, but these days I can't relate. So if there's no like context or anything, then who cares? What's up, FF? How you doing, bro? Have I got an SPC? Nah, I don't have any prismatic. I literally have 6 packs, 5 packs. I don't know, something like that. I have like 5 packs of I think 6. I think, yeah, 6 packs of prismatic. That's it. That's all I got. You cannot get prismatic where I live. Or, like I said, I also don't try that hard. I'm sure I could get more if I actually tried. But, I've talked about it before. I'm not, Pokemon's fun, but it's not like a focus for me. If I wanted to spend a bunch of money, I would buy more GameStop. 100%. Gme still at 30, we vibing. Yeah, like I said, you still want to push higher prices. But it's nice to not be selling off like insane. You're kind of chilling. I mean, you did have that massive sell-off, but you haven't really pushed much more since then. But it's also early. Lots of time, lots of time. $10 per new notch. 10 per new notch. They're still coming. A little pause now, but there should be another wave. Back to the 741 lore, they put up a screenshot with the time is 7:41. Oh, I still just, I see. What's it even mean? 741 is just a tip of the hat to the GME tinfoilers. Any opinions on Ian Carroll's GME theory? I don't even know what people talk about. HO, I don't pay attention to what other people talk about or post about when it comes to GameStop, so I don't even know what his theory is, but it's probably just like everyone else's. So I don't have an opinion, and I don't even know what it is. I'm not. Yeah, I'm very. I literally just don't talk to, or yeah, I don't watch what other people are talking about when it comes to GameStop, because I just don't care. Like, it's all irrelevant to me personally. You know, a lot of people find it relevant, they think it's cool, but I don't care. I'm in this stock for many different reasons. I don't need tinfoil or a fucking Buck the Bunny Twitter account removing their profile to keep me excited. Like, I already know what's gonna happen. I already see the future. And if it sells off, who cares? Like, I don't, that stuff doesn't excite me or like give me hope. Like, I don't care. I'm a real stock market participant. I know how this shit goes. So yeah. I just don't, it seems like a waste of my time. And like I said, you guys do you, whatever you want to do. But for me personally, it seems like a huge waste of my time to even focus on what anyone else is talking about. Because the balance sheet tells all. And as long as the balance sheet's good, I don't care what happens. So I don't know. I just don't understand all the theories and the tinfoils and all that stuff, because it's, you know, I just don't understand it, really. I couldn't even give you a reason. Costco restocked 20 seconds ago. Unfortunately, I didn't get my Costco account because I completely forgot about this, but son of a bitch. God damn it. Oh well. That's see, you gotta be on top of it. I was supposed to get my Costco account. I would have been ready to roll. I could have got this, but I'm a slacker. So if anyone has a Costco account, you can get Pokemon right now at a really good fucking deal. Really good deal. Prismatic. Where the mods? What's up, Muma? What's up, Faded? No clue what Buck the Bunny is or what you're even talking about. Just kidding. I know who Buck the Bunny is, but I don't know what you're talking about. Had a customer come in and say their tires wouldn't get 100% air, 100 psi. This woman is wild. Oh my god, bro. That shit's ridiculous. $100%. Damn, I wish I would have fucking... Damn it, bro. I wish I would have got my Costco fucking thing. That sucks. That would have been such a clutch play. Such a clutch play. Oh well, hopefully someone out there has a Costco card and can take advantage of that. Damn it. That's lame, bro. Oh, well. It happens. It is what it is. Costco gotta be the widest store ever. I don't even know what that means. You gotta shape up and fly straight if you want the Poker Man cards. What? What's up, Kev? 100 PSI is kind of dangerous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, man. It jumped higher than me riding on space time. Take a trip in my little rocket ship. That's terrifying, bro. That's terrifying. Hopefully that person doesn't have, like, children. Good lord. Oh, man. That's wild. Push-ups every day. I hit triceps today. 30 minutes of cardio. Pushed decently well. And I tried to go to the sauna, but either their sauna's broken or they turned it down. I don't know. The sauna sucks now. Probably gonna stop going unless it goes back to normal. But the past few times I've been at the sauna, it's been trash. I'd say if she hit a pothole, it would have blown crazy. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. Shit's scary. Never give her a tractor. She thinks my tractor's sexy. It really turns her on. I used to put nitrogen in my tires so the PSI wouldn't drop in winter. Interesting. That's what people do in Minnesota. I was confused as fuck. I never heard of it. Yeah, I've never done that. I've never heard of that either. And I feel like it gets pretty cold in Utah. Why did I even open this? I shouldn't have opened it, but I don't know. I guess now I gotta open all of them. Or I just save these 5. I mean, the packaging's fucked anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. At that point, right? What am I opening? I got a Fusion Strikes. Seems like you gotta open the packs. Nah, I'm not opening the packs. I don't think I'll ever open a pack of Pokemon again in my life. That shit is retarded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think that shit is so dumb. It's fun, but it's just like gambling. It's fun, but it's so stupid. I don't even know. I think it's another day of like no news. So that's always exciting. The Gengar VMAX is in there. I can also go hit a jackpot in a slot machine. It's the same thing. Oh. Basically the same. I would imagine Pokemon odds are worse. Straight up. And the payout isn't even that much. Like, if you were betting $5 on a slot machine, you could have thousands of dollars of payout. For Pokemon, unless you get like a PSA 10, I mean, your payout's not really there. But yeah, I really don't think I'll ever open a pack of Pokemon. I really don't think. I don't see it happening anytime soon. I'll buy it for potential collection. But that's about it. My Pokemon pulling days are over. Put helium in your tires. Give you better gas mileage. It's a mental illness. I mean, just look it up. There's probably I'm sure there's a reason why we don't do that. Just look it up. Well, you're getting clapped in my stream because you broke the rules, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you broke the rules, FF, so you can come back tomorrow and chat if you want, but you broke the rules. I'm sorry. There's no warnings anymore. You can come back tomorrow and chat if you want. Not my fault. You shouldn't have broke the rules. Fucking promoting other streams. That's such a simple rule, like, not to break. That's such an easy rule. Like, nobody cares that you're going to watch another YouTuber, whether you're hating on them or not. Nobody gives a shit, and don't promote them in my channel. This is my house. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Saw Dollar General was up quite a bit. They had earnings in the morning. I didn't see Neo. That thing must be trash. It's up a little bit. A lot of people are excited about this thing still for some reason. CrowdStrike After Hours. Sportsman's Warehouse. Ooh, Sportsman's. That was an interesting deep value pick. I don't know where it's at these days. Said I hit triceps. One of my favorite exercise for triceps. I love skull crutchers. I like overhead rope extension. I think that's what it's called. That's probably my favorite one. I don't really like triceps. I just do basic fucking pull downs or overhead. I rarely ever do skull crushers. Sometimes I'll do the tricep push down, but I don't really like that exercise because it's just too much. It's too much chest. Like, it doesn't really. Sometimes I'll do the preacher one. I feel like that's an okay finisher, but really, like, I really only like overheads. Pretty easy, Def, when you promote people's channels that come into that chat that make videos. Yeah, I mean, that's different. Like I'll shout out Survive and Thrive. I haven't watched any of his videos since the one we watched, but like I'll shout out someone like that. But if you're talking about the competition, you're getting clapped. I don't give a shit. Don't talk about the competition. They're irrelevant in my world, so don't talk about them. Just because they're relevant in your world doesn't mean they're relevant in my world. And I'm not going to promote them. I don't even think about those people. The only reason I even like think about those people is because of people here who talk about them. Like I literally don't even think about those people, don't care what they say, don't care at all, literally. So it's weird. It's weird that, you know, all of you guys, well, not all of you, but it's weird that a bunch of you guys care more about that than I do. It's pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little weird. I just live my life. I just live my life, bro. I'm just here. Back to ye old dictator. Nah, just don't promote people in my channel. Don't talk about other channels. Unless it's relevant. But in my eyes, those channels aren't relevant. So, you know, why should I give them any attention? Mara's up big. Nice. I think it's because Bitcoin's up a little bit. A little bit. Looks like it's about to go crazy again, potentially. Oh, no, never mind. That actually doesn't look the best. We'll see, though. We'll see. Close grip bench for me on the tries. Yeah, like I was literally gonna say that. Like I was like, I feel like sometimes when I'm doing chest, I get a better tricep workout than doing like pull downs and stuff. You just do some really heavy do a really heavy chest workout, you're gonna be activating your triceps for sure. Corey Jong-un. Jijing Cordell. Wait, you have competition? I mean, it's I guess, I don't know. We definitely don't stream about the same things. But it's just all the channels that I know people watch. Because they get mentioned here like every day. And I can see it in my analytics. I can literally go to my analytics and it shows me what you guys watch. Or, you know, the majority of people who watch my YouTube channel. It shows me. It tells me. So I know who to keep, you know, I know who to clap. I know who to clap. I don't remember where it shows. I want to say it's audience. Yeah, see? Tells me everyone you guys watch. It's pretty interesting. And it's all trading stuff, which is weird. It used to be all Suron stuff, and it's weird that it's not Suron stuff still. Because the Suron stuff gets way more views and way more impressions, but it tells me everything you guys watch. Or, I guess what the majority of you guys watch. Chest tries, back and buys. I used to do that. I do, I just focus on one these days. Or I'll go do, you know, biceps one day, triceps another, chest one day. I usually, like, slack on back. I don't really like doing back, but I get it in there every now and then. And then legs. I used to do a lot more legs, but I have, like, this weird hamstring injury. And it makes doing legs really hard. Because, like, my right leg is so strong. And I can lift so much with my right leg, but my left leg is like... just because of that injury. Like, it's so weak, it sucks. So I don't do much legs. It just seems pointless when I can, you know, lift as much as I want basically with my right leg and can barely do like half on my left. It's weird, bro. It's weird. Fucking skateboarding injuries. Shit's trash. It was literally like recent too. Like it was probably like 2 or 3 years ago. I went over this like spine at the skate park. It was like just a small spine, really small spine, and I went up to do a blunt over it. It's called a blunt. It's like a tail stall, and my foot slipped off, so I did like the split. Like my front foot stayed on the board, but my back foot was on the spine, so I did the splits, and it like fucking tore my hamstring or something, and it's pretty bad. It used to be a lot worse. Since I stopped doing legs, it seemed to have gotten better, but yeah, it's probably something I'll have to get surgery on one day, most likely. I don't think it's ever going to like fully heal. I don't think ever. It's a weird injury because it doesn't hurt, but I definitely can tell that it's bad. Check what I be watching. Well, I can't see like what you guys are individually watching, but it tells me what the masses are watching. I deal with optics at work, etc. My curiosity too is that I think it wouldn't matter. I won't promote anyone, but if people like you more if they are here, wouldn't they likely more stay unless they get booted right away when they mention their current streamer? I mean, I don't care if people stay though. I'm not. That doesn't matter to me. Like, you talking about your current streamer is not doesn't help me. I don't care. And the only reason they're talking about their current streamer is because they want to promote it. If they liked my stream, they would be here talking in my chat, and they would be bringing value to my chat. But instead, they're mentioning their other streamer and then leaving. So, like, I don't know. I understand what you're saying, but I also don't care if they're here or not. If they want to go watch whoever the fuck they're watching, go watch them. I don't give a shit. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, you know, I understand what you're saying, but bring value to my chat. If you don't bring value to my chat, why should I care what you're gonna go do and what you're gonna watch? Seems like nobody who actually brings value to the chat really talks about other live streamers unless the subject comes up. Because the people who are here every day, they know what this stream's all about. They're either just here chilling, listening to me talk, or they're bringing a subject. Because, we do this every day. It's the same shit every day, just sometimes it's a little different. Skipping leg day. Yeah, I know. That's bad. I don't like skipping leg day, but it's literally because of the injury. And I do a lot of stair climber, so I feel like that helps. Stair climber is basically like, doing like one-legged, you're climbing upstairs, so you're basically doing squats. Just no weight. So I feel like that is a good I mean, of course it's not, a replacement. I should do weights for sure. I should target, quad specifically and hamstring specifically and calf specifically. Like, I should do that, but I feel like it does help. Because the stair climber is savage, bro. Absolutely savage. Bulgarian split squats? I don't even know if I know what that is. Oh, those? Yeah, I've done those. I like these, actually, a lot. I like those. I used to do those quite a bit. Maybe I should start running those again. Shout out HO. That is a good idea. I actually haven't done that workout in forever. I usually just hit the machines, just quad extension, hamstring curl, just simple shit. I'm pretty lazy. I just go and get my, like, I try hard on the workout, but I'm not like 2 sets here, 2 sets here, 2 sets here. I'm usually like one machine, maybe 2 machines. That's my whole workout. I'm running it. Damn, I wish I would have got that Costco restock, bro. I wish I would have got that Costco restock. Man. It's all up on the Twitter. Sounds like you need to fix your hips. I mean, one of my hips is kind of fucked, but it's a hamstring. Has nothing to do with hips. Bro, I'm a skateboarder. I'm very aware of injuries, and like I've been hurt so many times. Like when you're a skateboarder, you're very like aware of what's going on as far as like your body. Very aware. Be getting hurt all the fucking time. All right, even when I was a personal training, I would do back and buys, no curling or secondary exercises, and chest and tries, no secondary lifts and shoulders and legs. Literally just the main lifts. Yeah, that's pretty much what I used to do. I just like going and targeting one specific muscle these days. It's not like I'm not saying it's like any better or anything. It's just what I prefer. You Americans love a surgery or two. Us Brits take them injuries to the grave. I mean, I hate going to the hospital. So who knows? Like if I can rehab it and not have to do it, then that'll be great. But it's I've been injured a lot, like so many times, and this is the first injury that is like never healed. Like most of them heal over time, and I've had some like bad injury. Like bro, I really doubt there's any skateboarders here, so you probably can't relate. But I've probably been injured. I can't even tell you, dude. Like hundreds of times. Like it's just part of the game. Especially when you're new and you're learning. Like it's so hard not to get hurt. But weird, isn't it weird? Like this only happened like 2 or 3 years ago. The worst injury of my life, basically. It'll probably never heal. I've been doing this shit for over 10 years now, and just literally a couple years ago is the worst injury. So it's like, it's weird, bro. It is what it is. That's how it goes. That's fair though. That is honestly why I do hang around. Well, I appreciate you, Trader Twin Dad. It's like, I don't know. I just man, I just don't appreciate it. Especially when it's like someone I don't really ever like. You've been here forever. It's completely different when it's someone who's here every single day does it. Even though I don't appreciate it, I expect the people who are here every day to follow the rules. But when it's someone I've only seen here a couple times, like, I don't know. I feel like they deserve to get clapped. I have a health issue too. It's one kind of small, but it affects me every day. It's the same as you, Cordell. It doesn't hurt. It's bad. I have balls of steel. Yeah. Certain things are just never gonna heal. Mainly because we don't like to pay. That's fair. I watch dozens of smart dudes. Ain't never mentioned him in chat. I don't work for them. Why would I? Yeah, exactly. Unless like you thought something they talked about was relevant, and and you thought I would be interested in watching it, that would be, completely different. That'd be a completely different scenario. I tell you guys to go watch videos all the time, but it's because I think the subject material is relevant. Whether I like the YouTuber or not, that's debatable. Who knows? Maybe it's the first time I've ever even watched the YouTuber. But I'm not over here. We do this every day. I don't like promote channels every day. Sometimes I find a video and I think it's interesting, and I'm like, I think someone in the stream would watch this and find it interesting. Like that's usually like the only time. If someone did that, maybe it would be a little different. But nobody does that. Nobody does that. My thought is that if they watch X and X is wrong n amount of times, they'll come crawling back at some point. Well, I mean, they will anyway, I guess. I've clapped so many people and they've came back. Like it's just, and if they, and I from my perspective, first impressions mean a lot, and maybe second impression might mean even more. But if someone doesn't like you on the first impression and they don't like you on the second, they're probably not coming back. And I know I'm a very unlikable character in a lot of ways, and I'm okay with that. But also, I want them to know that there's rules in this chat, and they can't just do whatever they want, If they want to go to a chat with no rules and say whatever they want and do whatever they want, like, that's fine. They can go find that. But my chat has rules for very specific reasons. We've been doing this a long time. If I was focused on viewers, it'd be completely different, but I don't make enough on YouTube to focus on viewers. Like whether you get, 2,000 views or a few hundred, like you're really, unless you're getting tens of thousands of views, you shouldn't care. Like I don't know. You shouldn't care. I turn off ads. Like I don't. Let's see. My subjects I want to talk about is what are we all hoping for on earnings day? What's up, Zach Tate? I don't care. It's gonna be the first profitable quarter in 6 years, so it's all that matters to me. I don't have an I never have an expectation. I already know what's gonna happen. What the stock price is gonna do, that's very debatable, but I don't care about the stock price, so I already know what's gonna happen. Went to a Zumba class, my sister. Zumba? I've never done Zumba. Zumba! I don't see how people be doing these isolated exercises and still keep the body in balance. Probably why bodybuilders can't even scratch their back. I don't know what you mean by that. Doing isolated exercises is how you keep your body in balance, because if there's an imbalance, you just isolate that, or you focus more on that area. So I don't really know what you mean by that. But bodybuilders, they're on a different level. They're on a different level. That's like you're talking about the 1% of person. You can't really talk about the 1%, Push-ups and pull-ups are the best thing you can do. Push-ups and pull-ups before and after every workout. I mean, I don't know. I think the volume that's debatable. I would prefer lifting heavy weight than doing a bunch of volume. Personally, I'd rather lift as heavy as I can and fatigue that way. But everyone has a preference. And I used to do a lot of push-ups. I much prefer the weight. I think if you, it also depends what you want, I think. I think if you want more like physique, like looks, aesthetic, heavy weights are going to be better. But if you want overall maybe strength and I can't think of the word. It's like the opposite of fatigue. Just it'd be like muscle cardio almost, where you could do more reps or whatever. Like maybe the volume would be better. At least that's how I would view it. Cause yeah, you're not really gonna get much bigger muscles doing volume. You need heavy ass shit. Definitely get toned as fuck though with volume. I carded it. I'm leaving it there and hoping for another drop. Oh, I didn't see your message. It might have got trapped in the abyss. If there's a swear word in the message, it's likely it got trapped. Unless I just missed the message. Let's see. It's for some reason, I don't know why, it doesn't let me like mod my own chat. It's weird. So I can't even see like the messages that get put in the abyss. It's really dumb, actually. Dictate, I'm hoping for a beat and for them to announce they're up millions on their Bitcoin position. Perhaps even if I've sold for a gain, that's about it for me. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you have to hope for a beat, though. That's already in play. That's 100% already in play. The Bitcoin position, we'll see. We'll see what they actually did with that, I guess. But that'd be crazy if they YOLO'd Bitcoin and sold for a gain. That would be crazy. That would be gangster. Is the market selling off or is it just GameStop? Just GameStop. Let's see. Sorry, I'm pretty far behind in the chat. Surgery on my elbow and it made the worst decision I've ever made. Damn, that sucks. Let's see. Used to do in high school, really easy to get injured, par for the course. I skate a little and you get hurt all the time. Yeah. I was doing it every day, all day for like, I don't know, probably like 7, 8 years straight. I started a little, I started like really getting into it in the 20s. I should have been really into it at a younger age, but I wasn't. What's up, Moose again? How you doing, bro? I don't have my notifications set up properly. It only tells me after I reload YouTube. Oh, that's weird. I don't know how the notifications work. Any GME whales today? Can't even watch, listening while at work. Oh, let's see. No, no whales, no whales. Nothing new there. Freaking 2 months behind on insider buying. It's so funny. Really not much economics this week. Kind of weird. Like no economics. You get China inflation rate on Monday. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Alright. Unlikable you? Nah. What's up, Drowned? Same Moose, just YouTube app issues, maybe? Yeah, maybe. You're not unlikable, just abrasive, maybe? Alright, that's fair. That's fair. I don't like you, not sure why I keep coming back. It's for the Pokemon. For the Pokemon. I mean, we were quick as fuck on that Costco drop. Like, If you were a Pokemon guy, she is, son. She is, son. That was quick. That was a quick call out. Let's see. I like Cordell because it's like watching a conversation car crash at times. It makes me lol. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But hopefully. Was it not profitable last earnings report? Not Q1. Q1 hasn't been profitable since 2019 or yeah, I think we checked. I think it was 2019 or 2018. One of those two. That was the last time you were ever profitable in Q1. But no, last Q1 you didn't have the cash. Last Q1 was unprofitable as well, I believe. I'm pretty sure we checked. I swear we checked. I'm pretty sure they haven't had a profitable Q1 since 2019. Let's see. I believe it would be this one. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Yeah, last year they were down 32 million in Q1. So it's gonna be a good report. And I think a lot of people are still expecting that negative report, but if you do the math, it seems very unlikely. Very unlikely that they're gonna post a negative. The moments I'm kayaking a couple times per week and I'm playing a really hilly disc golf course a couple days per week. That's working out for me. Hey, rowing's a really good workout. You need creatine. Big muscles doesn't always mean strong. Put water in your muscles for what? I mean, that's I realize that. That's yeah. But aesthetic is important. Get to work. I don't even know if I can log into it. Just be more effort. I mean, I probably could log into the Potse mag and still. Yeah. I just never think about it. I just don't care. Like, if someone gets their message deleted because they said a swear word or something, that's not my problem. Like, I don't care. Like, you know? I don't care. Ryan Cohen did. He's a real G. Did a little flip and dip. Got the shorts back just to trap him with a bait and switch. Maybe. We'll see. What's up, KCR? Groat PSA slab to arrive. Whoop, thanks again. Let's go. Groto Pokemon slab. Probably last. Fair. Fair enough. That's funny. Shout out KCR. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, if you ever find sealed product, it could be worth getting. Cards are a little more difficult, but you can get some good deals on cards sometimes, every now and then. Calvin Artis. Cashed out a Dollar General options. Made 12K. Okay. Nice. How come you didn't share that play with any of us? How come you're only sharing it now that you made money? How come you never came here and shared that play with everyone else? I don't know why you're flexing. It's a little sus, bro. A little sus. Little sus. I don't even think you made 12K. I think you're just being weird. So, but good for you, bro. Good for you, if you did. Looks like Gme's going to sleep until June 10th, according to volume. Trading 2 times book value. Will be operations negative. Till Australia and other losing locations will be somehow eliminated. I don't think I agree with that, Alex. Sure. You're making 60 million this quarter from cash alone, and then probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 million from the business. You think they're going to lose over 70 million in profit in Australia and Europe? Very debatable. Maybe, but it seems very debatable from my perspective. Not talking about cash. Well, the cash is an important part when you're talking about income. It's a very important factor. You can't ignore the cash. Swimming's a crazy workout. I used to swim quite a bit. Yeah, swimming's insane. Swimming's actually insane. That's probably like the toughest workout. Well, toughest cardio, I guess I should say. So whatever has happened with their Bitcoin purchase, does that have to be released in their Q1 earnings report, or does it not since it was a convertible bond? I have no clue, dude. But they already announced their Bitcoin purchase, so we'll just see if it's more or not. I don't think anyone knows the answer to that, but we'll find out. Aesthetic. Till Australia, another losing locations. We'll see. I just wanted to reference posts they make. I'll never share my plays or knowledge with you pores. Fair enough. All right. Calvin, you're getting clapped. Come on, bro. Give a reason for the play. Don't just say things just to say things. Like I can tell people to buy things too. Hey, go buy Coca-Cola. I don't know. Yeah, I can say things too. Like it's easy to tell someone to go buy something. Give a reason why. How much will they get for Canada? Who knows? I'm not sure. Could see that being announced at earnings. I don't know if it will be. It said it was going to take several months for them to finish that deal. We'll see, though. But to move stock, you need in GME operation profit besides cash. That's very debatable, Alex. Sure. Very debatable. Income is income, my friend. Income is income, whether it comes from the business or the cash. That is very debatable. I mean, I don't. If I made 50 million from a business or 50 million from cash, I don't see the difference. I don't see the difference. 50 million's 50 million. So very, very debatable, my friend. Very debatable. Was the sale in Canada in the first quarter? They announced the sale, but they said it will take several months to complete. So I don't know if they'll have it done that quick. I'm not talking about their purchase itself. I'm talking about what they're up or down currently with their purchase. Oh, I have no clue, bro. Well, like I said, we'll find out. We'll find out on earnings. Like, I don't know. Guess the reason why I'm asking that would be like, I would like to see what the business and cash holdings have done for them so far outside of the Bitcoin purchase. Well, you will see that. You have to read the filing. But I don't know how much info they give on a Q1. They give a lot. I'm pretty sure they give a lot more info on the yearly reports. I'm not sure how much detail they give on Q1. I don't know if I even looked at Q1 profit or Q1 earnings back when they had it. Let's see. See? Wait. That's only sales. What do you think? Income. Alright, bro. You're getting clapped. Bring value to my chat, or you will be clapped every time I see you. You don't need to have 5 different accounts to bring no value to my chat. Like, I don't give a shit. You need to go do something with your life. I don't know, doesn't tell you how much income they made per country. It tells you their sales, but it doesn't tell you the income. But I don't know. We'll see. I think it's kind of pointless to even think about all that stuff. They're literally going to drop the numbers here in like 7 days. So when they drop the numbers, you know, I think it'll be an easier subject to talk about. But speculating just doesn't seem, especially when if they would have gave me net income for each individual country, you know, I could give you a lot better speculation, but since they're not giving me that, it's going to be hard to speculate exactly. Oh wait, it's right here in front of my face. I'm stupid. Yeah, Alex, sure. Q1 last year, Canada only lost 4 million, Australia only lost 8 million, and Europe only lost 12 million. So in total, from those 3, they only lost 25 million. So the cash is going to outweigh that. And the United States is well, it wasn't profitable last year Q1, but the United States should be profitable. So whether it's 1 million, 5, or 10, you know, we'll see. But they're still going to post like a 40, 50 million profit because of the cash on Q1. So yeah, that's what I was looking for. But they'll tell you everything. I didn't see this at first, but you'll see every number, and we'll go through it live on stream, and then we'll know for sure. But the Bitcoin is such a small piece, bro. If they only bought 500 million, who gives a shit about the Bitcoin? Like, literally, who gives a fuck about Bitcoin if they only bought 500 million? That's nothing. That's literally nothing. The Bitcoin subject is so irrelevant if that's all they bought. We're literally just going back to the old thesis everyone shit on me for in the beginning when I first started streaming. And I don't know if you were here back then, but Bitcoin was never in my thesis ever. Let's see. Somebody used the term brokies yesterday, and I think that's phenomenal. I love that word. Headed to Tootin' Totem. I don't even know what that is, but have fun. Big fan of Diet Coke. I'm in. GME's down, losing $50. I'm done. Nice. Coke Zero guy. Coke Zero. You know, you know, dicks are a lot like Coke and Pepsi. I much prefer one, but my dad thinks they taste the same. It's crazy. I stole that joke from Bo Burnham, but it's a good joke. Nothing better than ice cold Coke. It's a craving of mine. Dijon Mustard. What's up, Dijon Mustard? Again, I just hate the fact that people could or would base their stock purchasing of GameStop on a Bitcoin play. So honestly, I'd like for them to leave that out. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just a small piece, my friend. It's just a small piece. And if they bought more, I mean, it's going to be a larger piece. But if they only bought 500 million, I mean, that's nothing, man. That's nothing. Had a negative impact when they announced the convertible bonds, and then again, it had a negative impact when they announced they bought Bitcoin. I mean, has it had a negative impact? The stock looks like it's doing extremely well from my perspective. Maybe in the, if you care about short-term price action, and, maybe you could say it had a negative impact, but from my perspective, GameStop has only been positive for the whole past year I've been holding it. And I think a lot of people would agree. Just because the stock went up a bunch and had a down 10%, 15, whatever percent day, like to me, that doesn't seem like a negative thing. And as far as people, the sell-off for the convertible bonds, people buy the bonds and then hedge with the stock by selling the equity. So, anyone who sold, like literally anyone who sold the equity when they did that convertible bond purchase, they're underwater right now. They're up massive on their bonds, and if they bought shares, they're up. But anyone who shorted and tried to arbitrage, they're getting absolutely fucked right now. And in my perspective, that is positive. So I don't know. I don't understand how you think that's negative, because from my perspective, that is extremely positive. And then the announcement of the Bitcoin, bro, you were up 30% in 3 days, and then they announced the Bitcoin. Like, what? You were up at $37 before they announced. Or right after, I think right after they announced, it went to $37, and then the stock sold off. So I don't know. I really disagree. Like, that is not negative. Just because the stock went down doesn't mean anything. You're way too focused on short-term price action. This is bullish as fuck. From my opinion, this is so bullish, it's insane. Must be a new troll thing I missed. I don't know it. Why does everyone keep asking about hoops? Oh, it's I don't know who it is, but some troll who just comes in. I don't know. People are weird, bro. People are weird, bro. There's a bunch of weirdos out there in this world that go in random live streams and say random things. And I don't know. It's just a weird world. A weird world we live in. Selling GameStop Canada this quarter, more losses off the books. I don't know if they've completed the sale, though. I mean, we'll see. But either way, they're going to have a profitable quarter no matter how you look at it. Whether it's, it's going to be at least around 40, 50 million. And if it's not, I mean, it's going to be profitable no matter what. But, yeah. I mean, you heard it here first. 40, 50 million profit. I called it last time, so we'll see if we call it again. Or no, I think I was off by like 20 million last time. I think I said like 130 or something. I don't remember. For the end of last year. I honestly don't remember what I said. Let's see. Well, there's a potential that they could have lost 25 million worth of Bitcoin as well, or 30 million for that fact. So that does have some kind of bearing on the outlook for the quarter. I mean, you really think they bought it at 100K? It's like, and even if they did, the Bitcoin's still at 100K, so it seems unlikely. Seems unlikely. I think they bought at 80K and they're up like 250 million on the position. I like to be positive about my investment, but even if they did buy it 100K, who gives a shit? Who cares? But I would imagine, I mean, shit, if they bought it 80K, bro, if they bought it 80K, that's a 300 million profit quarter. Bro, if they bought it 80,000, holy, 300 million profit in one quarter, holy shit. I mean, you're focused way too much on things that don't matter. You need to focus on what could be and what more likely will be. I think you're focused on things that don't even seem like, from my perspective, that doesn't even seem like a possibility. Like, you really think they're down 30 million on their Bitcoin purchase? I disagree. I disagree. Jared Gutridge, what's up, Jared? How you doing, bro? I was in well before the Bitcoin purchase, and I've been purchasing Bitcoin well before that as well. I'm absolutely pumped that they're buying my favorite asset. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's interesting. I mean, it was more interesting for me when I thought they were going to buy, you know, billions of dollars worth. But if all they bought was 500 million, I don't know, it just doesn't seem interesting personally. Doesn't seem like it's relevant. They could lose 50, you know, Bitcoin could go back to $50,000 and GameStop would still post a profitable year. So just seems very irrelevant. You know, if they have billions, it's a complete different story. But 500 million, nothing. Gme's buying Bitcoin. 4710. I had no idea you had skate videos. You still shred? Sometimes. I get too sore after, so I don't do it as much. But I like skateboarding still. And I'm pretty, I used to do it like all day, every day. And now I skate like once or twice a month, so it's definitely not as fun because I'm nowhere near as good. But I can still do some stuff. I can still do some things. I like doing kickflips the most. It's probably like the only trick like I'm still somewhat decently good at. And I like doing. But my bro, my skateboarding is, if you've watched any of those videos, I have changed so much as a skateboarder. I've changed so much. Like, my trick selection is so different. It's interesting. It's so interesting. I read 108. Well, nobody knows, so you can read that, but nobody knows. So nothing has been official. I think he bought the day he posted the selfie with Michael Saylor. I don't remember what Bitcoin price was around there. I mean, it was probably around like 80, 90, but I think they bought it 80. So we'll see, though. I mean, we'll see if they even announce it. Who knows if they even tell you the price. They should, I think. Maybe. They should, but we'll see. No official news on the purchase. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if they announce it. I don't know when it jumped to 37. That seemed like it was moving in the right direction greatly, strictly from the company itself, whatever they were doing right. Well, if you, Zach Tate, I think your issue here is you're putting the stock and the company, you're like relating them too much. I think that's the issue here, is you think the stock and the company have like, you know, this like, you know, if the company's doing good, the stock has to do good. Or if the company's doing bad, the stock's doing bad. Like, that's not really how the stock market works. So I think, I don't know, from what I see you typing, I think you're getting that. You're just putting too much emphasis on the stock price, I think. Like, who cares what the stock price is? Just look at the number. Just look at the balance sheet. Look what the company's doing. And the stock price is very irrelevant. Especially when you're looking 5, 10, 20 years out. Like, you seem very short-term mindset on this thing, which, you know, most people are. It's not. But I think if you expand your focus a little more and you're willing to look out in a longer time frame, I think you'd realize that everything that's happened so far is pretty irrelevant. Like if you see where the company, if you can look at the numbers and just remove the emotions and stop caring about the stock price, I think it's very easy to see where we're going. I think the time frame is the biggest issue for a lot of people, is they want to, they want this thing to just keep going up and they want to get rich real quick so they can sell and end a story. But I think if you change your mindset and treat this as a real investment, like a real investment, go read the books about real investors. Some plays take years. So if you're able to adopt that real investor mindset, I think that's going to be the most beneficial thing for you here, and not really focus on the short term and speculation. Like speculating, sure, you can do that if you want, if that's what you want to do, but it's never going to benefit you. Find a way to make more money. Like if you're so worried about the price going up and down and the value of your account going up and down, the best advice I can give you is go find a way to make more money. Because sitting fixating on the stock price and caring about what they're going to say on earnings and all that, that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you. Go find a way to make more money, and then you won't care about the fluctuations as much. Because if you're just making more money, it doesn't matter whether it's up or down. You can always make more. Just zoom out, it looks great. I agree. This is huge news. Earnings June 10th, shareholder meeting June 12th, MSTR shareholder meeting June 12th. Interesting. Hodl in 5 years. I hear that. I used to skate at the park all the time. I still have Sean Malto custom pro board with Spitfires and Thunder trucks. Think about giving it away to a kid at the local skate park. Nice. That'd be cool. Yeah, I used to love skateboarding. I've done so many tricks, man. 100, maybe even thousands. Like, I've learned so many tricks. I've wasted way too much time skateboarding. There was like a year where I would literally go to the skate park every day and learn a new trick. Whether I mastered the trick or not, that was, up for debate. It would depend how easy the trick was or hard, it would depend on the difficulty. But like, yeah, I was learning new tricks all the time. Like that was my favorite part. That's probably why my skateboarding style is so weird now, because I never really focused on like specific tricks. I was always doing something new. High point was tray flip. I love tray flips. That's a fun trick. I used to be a lot better, like maybe like even just a year ago, I was like really good at that trick. And then something happened. I don't know. I think I just stopped skating, or I can't remember what happened, but for some reason I like lost that scoop. I can still do them, but I had them like really good. Where like I would scoop it and it would just come up to my foot and it was like easy. Now it's like very day dependent. It's like some days I can just do it and it's simple, and then most days it's difficult. So I just don't even do it. Chase the January 21 pump, first share at 400, got many more, DCA, and now I'm green. Nice. Fire. I also see us losing money on Bitcoin can hide what GameStop has been doing to turn around. I believe it could be positive as well if we lose on Bitcoin. Yeah, that's a fair way to look at it, but I think if you really think GameStop bought Bitcoin at 100,000? Come on, man. I feel like that seems so unrealistic. That seems unrealistic. I would say 90,000 at the highest. But I'm pretty set that they bought it at 80. Pretty set that they bought it at 80. Zoom out 5-year chart. Gme and Bitcoin are up 1,000%. I mean, that's 5 years though. Go look at some of the biggest companies in the world and what they've done the past 10, 20 years. That's what's interesting about GameStop. Like, who cares about 1,000%? Like, what if GameStop can go up hundreds of thousands of percents in the next like 10, 20, 30 years? What if it can go up million? What if it can do a Berkshire? Or, maybe Berkshire is not even the stock, or the stock we should be focusing on. What if it can do an Apple? What if it can do, like, there's so many stocks that have gone up so fucking much, like a 5-year time frame. Though that's a long time, that seems like a short amount of time. I mean, Apple's up 158,000% in the past 40 years. 158,000%. Like, what if in 40 years GameStop can do that? Like, is 1,000% even really that exciting at that point? Like, this is my perspective on GameStop. I think people's numbers and time frames are so low. Like, my perspective, I'm like, bro, this could be a crazy investment. Microsoft, 523,000 in let's see, about the same time frame, 40-year period. 523,000 in a 40-year period. Holy shit. Like, what if that's, GameStop's only up like not that much. Not that much. It's up 1,155 overall in a 23-year period. It's up 1,000%. Man, I don't know. If you see the stock market how I see it, god damn. There's some blessed things on the way if it plays out right. Should we see Amazon? Should we see Amazon? Amazon's up 168,000 in about the same time frame. Like 27 years. 27 years, Amazon's up 168,000, and you guys are thinking about 10x's, and come on, bro. Come on. That's interesting. A 10x is nothing, my friend. I'm sorry. Fuck a 10x. What if it can do this? What if it can do this? Fuck a 10x, bro. Definitely to people who don't pay attention to GameStop or its earnings. I just hope Gme keeps buying Bitcoin on the books. That, in my opinion, is an easy moneymaker. I mean, I don't think they're trying to make easy money. I think if they were trying to make easy money, they would have YOLO'd it all into Bitcoin. I think the goal is to diversify and grow and keep the stock going up. If they just YOLO and then it goes negative and they lose all this work, of making the company positive and stuff, that just doesn't seem like a good thing. What's up, Maro? Nah, no. I mean, I will do another card stream on Whatnot here soon. I don't know when, but sometime soon. Oh, I see. I thought you said have them buy more. You just want them to hold it on the books. I see. I read that wrong. Like 20 years, not sure if I'll be here in 40. Well, don't you have kids, Moose? Don't you have kids? Or even if you don't you have like nephews and stuff? Like maybe they want to be blessed up. This isn't a... Investing isn't about you. Investing is about a legacy. Oh, man. I mean, It'll probably be pointless for me because I don't know. Seeing me have a child seems, and at this moment, it seems like it'll never happen. So, for some, people like me, maybe the legacy won't matter as much. But if you have kids and stuff, like, the investing's not for you. It's not for you, my friend. It's for your family. It's for your legacy. So everyone knows from here going forward, why is our family rich? Oh, it's that Moose again guy. He spent his life trying to get our family rich instead of wasting it. And now look at us. We get to do whatever we want because Moose again showed his, or sacrificed his life. Or sacrificed short-term fun, and I don't know. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. I'm not talking to Moose specifically. Like I hope that hits for someone. Like this isn't 10, 20 years you get rich and then you never see the stock market you never touch the stock market again, you never invest again, you never try to make more money. Like that's not, you build this legacy, bro. You build the legacy so nobody ever forgets. And maybe they will forget, but fuck them. Fuck them. At least you did something with your life. Something most people will never do. Because they didn't start focusing on investing until they were like 50 or 60. Like if you're around my age or younger and you're already fucking investing, you're ahead of the game, my friend. You're so ahead of the game, it's insane. It's actually nuts. Especially if you're younger than me. Like, you're so ahead of every single person in this world. Bro, I know people who make, like, way more money than I do. And they're, around the same age. They don't even invest. They have, like, a couple grand in an investment account. Like, most people do not invest. And look what I just showed you. Microsoft, a 538,000 in 40 years? What? 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 You're telling me if I put $10 in, 538,000%? You're telling me I can make 50 grand off every $10 I invest? I could potentially make 50 grand if I'm willing to wait long enough? Whoa. Whoa, dude. Whoa. I mean, that's a very extreme case, but even, the Microsoft or the Amazon and Apple, like that's every $10 is like 15 racks. So I don't know. If you want to get rich quick and then just live your life, that's up to you. But man, investing, bro. Investing hits different, especially if it works. Like, what if GameStop is truly just like so undervalued? Let's see. Gme gets the 6-figure percentage up. I'll likely not hold as many shares anymore. I'm sorry. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's not going to be, that's going to be like 30, 40 years down the road if that's even a thing. But, yeah. At that point, you won't even have to sell shares. You'll just have millions of dollars in GameStop. You can just go get a loan for like really nothing and just live your life. Like you don't even ever have to sell your shares, literally. You can just borrow against them. Selling it might not even be worth it because then you're going to have to pay crazy amounts of taxes. I mean, if it goes up a lot. But you can also, there's a lot of things you can do. You could throw all that money into a house and then it kind of defers your taxes. There's Many things you could do. Many things. Many things. Get a Lambro? Nah, no Lambo. No Lambo. That's boring. Unless you have like, unless you're a real millionaire, you know, then maybe the Lambo. See, at this point, GME is a lifestyle thing for me. I'll sell what I need when I really need to spend it. Otherwise, I'd rather have GME than cash and live within my means. Yep, I agree. I agree. I think GME is a lifestyle. I think we're going to be doing this stream for like literally until I die. Like, I really think that. I think like 40 years from now, I want to be like 70 years old hopping on this stream. I'll be like, what's up, guys? How you doing today? Like, I really see that happening. GameStop's at $20,000. It's a beautiful day. We're up 100 million. We're up $100 million. That'd be interesting. Some people don't math. I dabble in gambling a little. Gotta know the numbers. Legacy's the goal. I didn't forget my father's legacy. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. How old am I? I am 30 Juan. 30 Juan. I'm a grandpa, bro. I'm a freaking grandpa. Show me the money. Or buy the SPY for less risk, up 1,000% in 15 years. Is the SPY less risky though? I think that's up for debate. That's up for debate. I don't know if the SPY is less risky or not. That's really debatable. Very debatable. You know, that's the common you know, that's what people say, you know, buy the S&P. That's like the common investment, common idea, you know, the S&P is the least risky investment. But I really don't agree with that. I really don't. Like, stocks are stocks. Like, it's the same risk from my perspective. Sure, some stocks might be more volatile than others, but I don't think the S&P is really any more or less risky than any other stock. I think it's all still the same risk. The fluctuations might be different, but if you think the S&P is going to go up 1,000% in the next 15 years, what is every other individual stock going to do? You know? And if you think the S&P is risky, or if you think, you know, if you think the stock market's a risk, then I would just argue that the SPY is the same risk as anything else. Invest early is great advice. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's why I talk about it, especially lately. I feel like we've talked about investing and long term a lot more lately. And it's because I've just been seeing so much gambling and stuff. And, you know, I don't want. I don't want the people who follow me to waste their time gambling. I want them to like learn something and like actually take advantage of what's going on here, because all those people who are gambling, they're not going to win. They might, you know, the small percentage of them might get lucky and maybe they'll outperform you. But if you're willing to just invest normal, I don't think any of those people gambling will outperform you. Besides maybe the, you know, 1% who get lucky. I don't think you can lose in just investing and living your life. I really don't. And if you can, I mean, it's not any more, the likelihood of it happening is not any more or less than if you were gambling or trading or whatever. 60 still pressure washing in the rain. That's legit, bro. That's legit. I'm 30. Nice. Have over 20k in sealed Pokemon. That's fire. I met a concrete bro, said he'd give me a little finder's fee if I got him business for people that want to replace their driveway. He said I should go into making a concrete company. Interesting. Concrete's interesting. Pretty much any like labor type thing is very interesting. But that's cool. That's really cool. I mean, that's great. Like I said, the more services you can sell, the better. Even if it's not your service, if you can sell someone else's service and just get a referral fee, like that's dope. That's really dope. I'm lucky my girl likes it. If not, I'd be single beating off to my collection. That's funny. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see. What did KCR say? I told them to buy GME. Nice. My brother ported more than I have in GameStop and index funds, all world, S&P and stuff like that. So I told him he's basically very concentrated in NVIDIA. Interesting. Isn't the S&P just like max diversification? Yeah, it's basically just the combination of every stock's market cap and however much, however many shares are in the S&P of that specific company is like how much weight it has on the stock. And I don't know the exact percentages, but like Apple's like 2%, like Microsoft's like 1.9. Those top stocks are like your 10-15% of the S&P. And then, everything else is like a tiny little percentage. So really it's like your main, it's your top like 20-50 stocks that actually move the S&P, or like for the most part. That's why I don't, I like the S&P, and the S&P crushes. Like if I wasn't all in GameStop, I probably would be all in the S&P, but when people say the S&P's less risky or whatever, I just very, very debatable from my perspective. Very debatable. Cuz I just don't feel like volatility equals more or less risk, especially if you're looking out multiple years. More volatility could actually be very beneficial to you if you're looking out multiple years. I think risk is all it's something some people get sold on, but it's also, just a individual perspective. I think a lot of people get sold on risk in a weird way, cuz I feel like I don't view risk like most people do. NXT is a company with 4 billion market cap, just went to 8 billion market cap after announcing their $500 million Bitcoin buy, a little more relatable to GameStop. Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of interesting. That's still like half the market cap, though. I promise you guys I rip quite a bit of Pokemon and buy singles. I'm not a straight up scalper that you see in these videos. I've given tons of people that walked up late ETBs and bundles and stuff. Hey, that's legit, bro. That's legit. I mean, you definitely don't. I'm sure there's a lot of that, though. I think only on the internet you see the negative sides, but there's probably more positive than is what's shown. And I don't have an issue with scalpers. I don't have an issue with people making money. Like, I get it. I just don't do it personally. Because I have a different interest. And I still buy Pokemon a little bit here and there, but if I needed money and that was the way to get if I needed it, I mean, Pokemon would be a good way to go about it. Especially if you're dedicated. This is America. We all can do what we want, no judgment. Yep. I need Break Nation by me. You don't need permission to find people business, just sell them the real solid leads. Yep. I feel too much. People can do whatever they want. Trades work the future. AI is already taking off his jobs. I agree. I think trade work is, probably the best, most secure jobs. I've done the real estate. Never thought about construction. S&P 500 basically buys more shares of a company whenever the market cap is high. So always buying the top, good as long as those companies remain being top dogs or get replaced gradually. Is that assessment I did correct? I actually don't know. I've never read about that, never heard of that. So I don't know if that's a thing or not. Like I don't know if they even add to the positions. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Know your risk. I guess my point is when you're investing in the stock market or crypto, whether you're buying the SPY, Apple, Bitcoin, Amazon, GameStop, I mean anything that has like actual liquidity, you're basically taking the same risk. Like if the market's gonna shit and everything's gonna go down, and the stock market's over, being in the S&P is not gonna save you. Like everything is basically the same risk as far as digital assets go. I guess was my point. Just some are more volatile than others. And then, you can have bad stock picks, of course. That is the risk of picking individual stocks is especially, if you're not dealing with the top 5-10 companies. If you're just trying to pick individuals, it is your risk is a lot more, but more risk, more potential gain. So I think it's just all of a matter of how you look at it. I've just been doing this since COVID. I have a really good connection with another guy who hunts. There's a few of us that hit stores. The vendor also likes us. We're not those crazy ass people. It's a really chill group. Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope, bro. That's how you're able to get all this stuff, probably. Because you actually have a good community. Jeez. That was weird. Trump crypto wallet launches for president's meme token. I need to read that. I'll be right back real quick, though. I need to go to the bathroom. Damn, the market closes in 15 minutes. So this is the only reason I don't like going to the gym in the morning, is because I start the stream so late. Like, that is one negative about going in the morning. But I can't go to the gym after the stream because it's so busy. It's like kind of lame. Kind of lame, but whatever. What time do I wake up? It just depends. Anywhere from 7 to 9. Usually 8. So, I mean, I could wake up earlier, I guess. Paladin Fate's online at Best Buy. Impossible to get, but I'm trying. Rip. Rip. Such a rip. Alright, I want to read about this. Magic Eden, best known as a non-fungible token marketplace, says it's partnered with the team behind President Trump's meme coin, meme token, to launch an official Trump-branded cryptocurrency wallet. Dubbed the Trump Wallet, the product will feature the president's name and likeness. Jeez, dude. As well as support trading of Trump and other digital assets, including Bitcoin. A waitlist for the wallet opened Tuesday at TrumpWallet.com, ahead of a broader launch slated for later this summer. Eric Trump, who has taken the leadership roles across several of his father's crypto ventures, claimed to have no knowledge of the project. I run at Trump, and I know nothing about this project. Okay. Never mind. I don't want to read this. Interesting. Well, we'll see if that's real or not later, I guess. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing, bro? Oh yeah, Meta signs nuclear power deal with Constellation Energy. Ford reports 16% sales increase in May. McDonald's is bringing back the snack wrap. Chill day so far. Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear, bro. Glad to hear it. Canadian company Solar Bank adopts Bitcoin treasury. Norwegian public company K33AB purchased 10 Bitcoin for their new strategy. Everyone's doing a Bitcoin strategy. What's going to happen when they all get wrecked? That'll be interesting, right? That'll be interesting. What's going to happen when they all get wrecked and it drops to, like, I don't know. Not just what happens when it drops. I don't know. Just so many people. It reminds me of the grandma. You know, it reminds me of the grandma shoving bills into the Bitcoin machine. Like, instead of grandmas, it's a bunch of rich people with failing businesses. So it's almost worse. It's almost worse. Like, you don't want to take grandma's money. You want to take some rich guy's money who doesn't even know how to run a business. So they have to buy Bitcoin. I don't know. At least that's how I would, if I was someone who could control the price of the market, I'd be waiting for all these idiots to keep buying these, keep doing these treasury companies, and then I'd absolutely shit on them. But we'll see. Tectone loses after making 8x more on Kick than Twitch with less viewers. Moist Critical shocked after finding fake Instagram page scamming fans. That's crazy. Yeah, not much news, man. The news sucks lately. It's crazy. Crazy how bad the news is lately. I've been thinking all these strategies were a top signal for a while. When it drops, it'll be funny. Yeah, bro. Straight up. It will be interesting. Thank you guys for the hit like reminders. I'm one of those people that needs the reminder. I always forget to remind people. I probably should, try a little harder to tell people to hit the like button, but I just don't know if it actually does anything. I really only promote the like button when there's like, it's a hype day. I just don't know if it does anything or not. I really don't. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it yesterday, Kev. I don't know. I don't remember like when or what we were talking about, but I was saying yesterday, I'm like, isn't it weird that more money than ever is flowing into Bitcoin right now? Like literally more money than ever has been flowing is being flowed into Bitcoin right now, and the price isn't even fucking moving. Like, isn't that just seems so suspicious to me? Seems so suspicious. I see a button and I'm not sure if it does anything, then you better believe I'm speed tapping it. Yeah, I didn't buy my I didn't buy my share today. My one share a day. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I am. It seems pointless to buy one share a day, but whatever. This is what we're doing now, I guess. I should just buy 1 million shares a day. Pretty normal for Bitcoin. It's like all of a sudden someone pulls the sell orders and it flies. I think it's exchanges hunting stops. That's fair. That could make sense. That could make sense. It'll be very interesting to see where we go. But yeah, earlier when I was saying why I don't think, like, I guess this is my example, because back here, early April was the low of GameStop, and from the highs of January, that was I guess you dropped 50% or 35%. Like, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. But if you go on the SPY and you go to that same time frame, early April-ish around here, that's a 17% drop. So I guess, GameStop was double the drop. But since then, the SPY has only gone up 18%, whereas GameStop's gone up, even if we go from here, 40. So GameStop's also, outperformed the SPY by a lot. And we're not even back at highs. So it's kind of interesting. That's kind of what I mean by, I don't know if buying the SPY is any more risky or less risky than buying an individual stock. Because, even we can go to even Apple. Like, Apple dropped about the same as GameStop, 30%. A little less than GameStop, 30%. And Apple's only up 15%. So I guess, I guess the SPY is the better choice. Unless you're value investing, I guess. I don't know. But either way, like, they all sold off together and they all bounced at the same time. So is one more risky than the other just because it went down more? I don't know. I feel like that's I feel like that's up for debate. Because they're still following each other. Alright. I just wanted to buy that one share real quick, I guess. I don't know. I'm just taking my share buying slow because I don't know what's going to happen from here. And if it does end up going down more, I'd like to do a few more bigger purchases at lower prices. We only go up. Well, looks like you're down 2% today, so I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Pretty normal. See, crypto exchanges will actively wreck the margin traders. Scammy as fuck, but they deserve it. Oh yeah, for sure. Word on the street is that you mad because of the Costco drop? A little bit. I could have got that drop, but I didn't have my Costco. I don't know my Costco account, so it's fine though. That's my fault. That's my fault. Really curious for earnings numbers? I already told you. I literally told you what they're gonna be. What's my predictions for earnings, sell off or push through? You're in the wrong stream if you think I care about the price. They're gonna post the first profitable earnings in 6 years, or first profitable Q1 earnings in 6 years, and that's all that matters. I don't know why the price matters. Who cares if it sells off or goes up more? It's your first profitable Q1 in 6 years. 5 years, 6 years. So who cares what the price does? I don't see why you and your little trader buddies over in your little trading stream. I don't know why you guys only care about the price going up or down. Maybe you should learn how to invest and you'll actually make money. You told me I missed it. Oh, I just they should post like a, I don't know, 40 30, probably like around 40 million profit for the year or for the quarter. They'll probably lose 20 to 30 million from Australia, Canada, and Europe. If Canada's still on the balance sheet, it probably will be. Because I don't think the sale's fully finished, but so they'll, lose 20, 30 million from that. The United States store should be, anywhere from a million to 10 million profit, and then you get 60 million profit from the cash. So somewhere around 40 million profit for the quarter. That's gonna be your earnings. Maybe the numbers aren't exact. I don't know, I can't tell you the exact numbers, but that's literally what it's gonna be. And I think anyone who can read a balance, has any basic understanding of a balance sheet or a earnings report, you should be able to go back to Q1 last year and do the same math with today's value or with today's assets and be able to see that. But whatever the price is, who cares? I don't know why people care so much about the price. We don't do earnings in crypto. How would you value a crypto token given there's no earnings, profit, etc. out of interest? Any ideas? No, probably just from the mining. I would imagine how much it costs to mine it. You've said that in here before, and that's like the only thing that would make sense. That's the only place I would imagine it could get its true value from. Because other than that, it's very speculative on whether there's any value at all. Making 1K every day playing Tesla, that's cool. I don't know why you have to come in my stream and like nobody cares. Literally. I've seen you in here a bunch of times, DC. Like nobody cares. Bring value to the stream. Don't just sit and flex on people. Because nobody cares. Like, good for you. Like, what? I really doubt you're making $1,000 every day playing Tesla. I really doubt it. So, if you are, good for you, but nobody cares. We can all make money gambling. It's easy. It's simple to make money gambling. It's also easy to lose. Bitcoin miners are so volatile. I don't know what you mean by that. What about the ones you can't mine? We just playing hot potato here? Probably. Like, how can you get any value from it? It's just, I mean, that's, in reality, that's what most things get their value based on, is what someone's willing to pay. But it's just in the stock market, people are willing to pay for future expectations, because if a company's making a bunch of money, it should continue to make more money, and therefore the business should become more valuable, which should in turn make the stock price more valuable. So it makes sense in the stock market, but as far as like anything else, I mean, it's really just what is someone willing to pay for it. Especially, at least, from my perspective. Like, I don't think a meme coin is much different from this piece of silver right here. Like, well, it's a lot different, but, this piece of silver is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. I feel like Pokemon would be a better example. Like this Pokemon right here. Like, Pokemon only has value because people are willing to spend that much on it. That's you know, I would say the same thing for a lot of those meme coins and stuff. They only have value because people are willing to spend that. But yeah, other than that, like I don't think crypto really has any value. It's just another thing. Survive and thrive. What's up, bro? How you doing? Just wondering how peeps who aren't in it imagine any value at all. Yeah, that's the only way, like, I feel like I could give any value is based on the mining. Everything else, it's just sentiment, basically. Like, if people weren't, you know, if there weren't so many people out there willing to buy XRP at 227, you really think this would be at 227? I don't know. This one I think has some utility, so maybe, but like Dogecoin, you think Dogecoin would be at 19 cents if people weren't willing to pay for it? Like, the only reason Dogecoin's at 19 cents is because people are willing to buy it at 19 cents. It has no value. There's no value in Dogecoin, literally. There's literally zero value in Dogecoin. But there's enough people out there willing to buy it at this price that it's going to stay at this price. Whether it has value or not. I mean, what value does Pokemon have? You know? This pack, or these 2 packs right here. I bought these 2 packs for $10. And I could literally sell them right now for like 30, 40. Like, what gives this that value? You know, it's someone's willing to pay that much because they can't get it the way I got it, you know? I got it retail because I got super lucky. Someone's willing to pay more for it because they can't get it. But in reality, this has no value. It's a piece of fucking cardboard with some art on it. Like, there's no value. There's literally no value there. But I don't know. It's just perception, I guess. It's all perception. Unless well, Dogecoin you can mine, so maybe Dogecoin does have a value through the mining. But yeah, I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough question. You're asking the tough questions here. Because you can make money from mining Doge. And the miners aren't cheap. The Doge miners aren't cheap. Elvis, what's up, Elvis? 30 push-ups for GME stock price? No. No. Already worked out today. Fair comment. I'm thinking number goes up, so I'm waiting. Fair enough. Kostas, what's up, Kostas? Doge was literally made as a joke. Meme coin wasn't even a term back then. Yeah. But Doge you can mine. I wasn't thinking about that while I was explaining my perspective. So Doge could have real value because you can mine it. Destined Rival booster bundle at Target. Oh, I can add one to the cart? No way. There's no way I'm going to get this, though. You think I'll be able to get this by some miracle? You think I'll be able to get it by some miracle? Oh, man. I have to sign in. This isn't good. It's not looking good. And I don't know my password, so... Oh, it's bad. It's bad. I don't know the password. Oh, it's bad. I don't know the password. So I'm probably not getting it. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's gonna be sold out. Yep, it's already sold out. That was so fast, dude. Oh, man. You can't be signing in while there's a bunch of bots already buying. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't. Ah. Ah, that's okay. I don't really want Destined Rivals anyway. But yeah, fucking Target, man. Fucking Target. If I was signed in, would it have been different? I don't know. Probably not. I just saw your live, but I saw your store on DoorDash. It's pretty fun. In your opinion, what's most worth it? Cheaper e-dirt bike? I don't know, bro. You got to do your research. There's so many new bikes ever since I bought mine. There's so much. You're asking the wrong person, bro. I like the E-Ride Pro, but that's not cheap. So I can't answer your question because I've never even looked really at cheap e-bikes. Unless E-Ride Pro has a cheaper version, maybe. But I don't know. I've tried for months. Probably tried over 100. Damn. Oh well. It's all good. Good thing I don't really even want Destined Rivals anyway. It's all good. I'm stoked on this Fusion Strike pickup. That shit's tight. Trying to find a good one for like 2.5 to 3K, but there's like 50 brands now. Yeah, I would say E-Ride Pro is probably going to be your best move. I don't even think you can get Surons anymore unless you get them used. So that's probably not going to be... It's going to be hard to get parts for, I'd imagine. So you're going to want to find something you can actually get parts for. Because, yeah, shit happens. But I would probably say E-Ride Pro. I just don't know their prices. But yeah, there's so many brands now, dude. It used to be just Suron and Talaria. Now there's so many brands, so many. I think Talaria is still in business though. Talaria could still be good. I don't know though. Like I haven't really looked at e-bikes in a couple years. Hmm. Hmm. I forgot the market closed. I don't know. I'll go through news one more time, but I don't know what we're gonna do from here. You gonna retire the OGs when you're a billionaire or not? I mean, if I become a billionaire, but I mean, at this point, if you're not in GameStop, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to help you. Because if I become a billionaire, you should have became a billionaire with me. You know. Because the only way that happens is if it goes exponentially. But like, that seems like it's gonna take many years if that's a possibility. So like, if I become a billionaire, how come you guys aren't billionaires? That would be my question. And then whether I help you or not is debatable. Ding ding. Hey Baghdad, I didn't hear no bell. Opinion on Jack, the tacos are fire. I think we looked at Jack in the Box recently, and it's not the best. I think they were losing like a, I don't remember. I mean, you just go look at the balance sheet. I don't know why do people ask for my opinion about stuff? Like, you can literally just go to sec.gov, type Jack into this, go look at their latest 10K, and you can go see the numbers. You can see how the company's doing. It's very easy. Like, my opinion on the company means nothing, but Jack in the Box was, you know, in 2022 and 2023, they made over 100 million, but last year they lost 36 million. So are they going to become profitable again, or are they going to continue losing more and more money? You know, that's the question you should be asking. My opinion on Jack in the Box means nothing. Look at the numbers and form questions that actually matter. Because Jack in the Box looks okay, but are they going to continue to lose money, or are they going to go back profitable? That's the question. Like, who cares what my opinion is on it? Literally. Opinions don't matter. Numbers matter. Numbers talk. Someone's opinion on Jack in the Box means nothing if they continue to lose tens of millions of dollars. Like, it literally means nothing. The market's pricing in like they're gonna continue losing tens of millions of dollars. This is actually a very interesting deep value stock. Holy shit. Someone actually brought a good company in here? Holy, shout out Suruplex. This is crazy, bro. Somebody actually like brought a good stock pick here? No way. No way. I mean, I probably won't buy it because if I wanted to buy more stocks, I would just buy more GameStop, but someone actually brought in a good stock pick? That's crazy. That's crazy. When does that ever happen? Like, never? This might be a first, honestly. This might be a first. In the 6 months we've been streaming, I don't think anyone's ever brought in a good stock pick. Everyone just brings in fucking penny stocks and trash. So shout out Surupex. Shout out Surupex. Kind of interesting. But yeah, that's your that's your bet, you know. Are they going to continue losing money, or are they going back profitable? Like, that's your bet. The stock looks great. I like stocks when they look like trash like this. This seems like opportunity, but you know, the market's also telling you what they think about the stock. So that's, you know, you have to take that into consideration. You're betting against all these people. What's the balance sheet look like though? Like I said, they made 120 mil or 115 million in 2022, 130 in 2023, and then they lost 36 million last year. So, you know, but that seems like a random loss. It seems like a really random loss. So it does have potential. What about debt? I don't know, actually. I don't really ever look at that. Doesn't seem that relevant, because if their net income is up, that means they made more than their debt is anyway. So it just doesn't seem so relevant for me. And I also I don't remember exactly how to check. Sure, it's somewhere here. Long-term debt is 1.7 billion, I believe. And then operating lease is 1.2 billion, or 1.3. But either way, they made profit, so, well, not last year, but let's see why they didn't make profit. Can we see? Losses on cash surrender value of company-owned life insurance. That increased quite a bit. I don't know what that is exactly. Gain and losses on the cash surrender value of company's own life insurance investment. their accrued liabilities went up a lot. And their cash flow by operating activities like got cut in half or more than half. They might be expanding though, potentially. Purchase of property went up. And they sold a bunch of restaurants in 2023. I don't know if that yeah, I don't know. That one's interesting. That one's interesting. I wouldn't say it's good. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's interesting. Very interesting. And yeah, one worrying thing is their assets declined quite a bit. Like they only lost 36 million, but their assets went from 3 billion to 2.7 billion. Like that seems like kind of a red flag. But yeah, I don't know. Debatable. I mean, it's a interesting stock pick. Like I said, I wouldn't buy it. I'd rather just buy more GameStop. But it is an interesting pick. And it's one of the better picks people have brought in here, because most people don't bring good picks in. Most picks are just penny stocks. Do I have a Discord? No. This ticker somewhere. Apparently they own Del Taco. Could be wrong. I don't think so. Unless they bought it. But Del Taco's its own stock. Or is it? I think Del Taco's still its own stock. It also might have got bought out. Oh, maybe it got bought out. Del Taco used to be its own stock. Maybe it got bought out by Jack in the Box. I don't know, though. Del Taco must have been a recent purchase as well. CEO is the CEO of Arby's, I think. I mean, I don't know how that's helpful. Numbers are the only thing that matters to me. Unless the CEO is a exponential person. Time tells all. Every time I see your name, you will be clapped unless you bring value to the chat. So, don't even type in my chat if you're not going to bring any value. You will be clapped every time I see your name. Just a woo-woo gut feeling, probably trash, but I ain't know Warren Buffett. Just depends if they can turn it around or not. Sometimes those are the best opportunities when the market thinks it's going to the shitter. If they can turn it around, the market's going to bid that. Especially, the market cap of the stock's like 300 million right now, and they had 3 billion in assets. Like, it seems very undervalued, but could potentially beat. Well, what's interesting is they're building a Jack in the Box right by where I live, so it's like, it seemed, I don't know, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's a very interesting pick. Of Bros? Bros? Some Bros, bro? Never looked up Bros. Bros. Let's see what they did last year. Oh, damn, Dutch Bros is sick, man. They crushed last year. I'm sure the stock price isn't undervalued, though. Dutch Bros looks great. As far as financials go. What was their assets? 2.5 billion. the Dutch Bros. I'm sure the stock's at all-time highs. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. Yeah, see, Dutch Bros is good, but the stock's at all-time highs, so it's not interesting. Jack in the Box is interesting because the stock is in the shitter. And though the fundamentals don't look like great, they don't look like terrible. It looks like they could still potentially turn it around. So, just because a company has good financials doesn't it could be a good pick, especially if you're looking years out. But to me, this seems quite a bit overvalued. 11 billion market cap. That's a little sus. A little sus. But it's because their fundamentals are so well, people are going to buy it for the future valuation or whatever. But yeah, I mean, looks fine to me, but I would never buy it just because it's up so much. I would much prefer to buy Jack in the Box because I think though the risk is more, but maybe, debatable whether the risk is more. Very debatable. I think the upside of Jack in the Box is way higher if they can turn it around. Way higher. This is just, typical stock companies doing well. Maybe it'll keep going up. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I like the fundamentals on Dutch Bros, but I would never buy it at this price. It would have to go a lot lower for me to even care about it. It would have to retrace back to 40 or 30, and even then, I don't know. So, yeah, I like Jack in the Box more. Seems more undervalued. I ain't no Buffett. Well, I am Buffett, Kev. Just kidding. I am Buffett. Not really, but it's once you've analyzed a few balance sheets and you kind of get it, it's pretty easy to analyze a company and see the trajectory. But then, that's where the stock price comes into play, I think, in some ways. I want to go to a buffet. I tried their drinks. I don't think I've ever been to Dutch Bros. I don't drink coffee. COVID killed restaurants off here, and when it was over, a lot still eat indoors. Here, restaurants are bad. Really? That's crazy. Everything's kind of bounced back in America, I feel like. Maybe not from a financial perspective, but there's a lot more people going to restaurants and stuff, for sure. That's wild, though. It got bought. I'm just not sure who did it. Dutch Bros was a common top pick for many sites, IBD, for example. Interesting. IPO'd in 2020. Oh yeah, that's not very much time as well. I don't really like new IPOs like that. I want to see more time in the market. Got one, take a look. T-Doc. I think I've Teledoc. I'm pretty sure I've heard of that. Yeah, I can tell you already I don't like this. I've looked at this before. Long time ago. Doesn't seem good already. I can look at the chart and kind of already tell you where this is. They're probably losing hundreds of millions of dollars and declining business. But let's find out. I don't like health companies. I think they're not the best. Let's see if I was right. I'm gonna guess 2.5 billion in assets. Drum roll, please. Aw, 3.5. I was close. 3.5. It was 4.5, or it was 4.4 last year, so they literally lost $1 billion of assets in a year. That's absolute garbage. Cash flows. Oh my god, it's even worse than I thought. They lost $1 billion last year. And the year prior, they lost 220 million. And in 2022, they lost 13.6 billion. So yeah, that thing is absolute trash. I'm sad that you made me look that up. I'm sorry, but I'm sad you made me look that up because that was absolute trash. Oh man, that was garbage. That was garbage. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. You're good, but yeah. It's rare. Like I said, it's so rare someone brings a good pick here. Like I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking. Like it's so rare someone brings a good pick. It's because it's hard to pick a good pick, and not many people look at the market from my perspective. So, I wouldn't imagine. Uh, yeah, I just would never expect someone to bring a good pick here in general, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Cheeks be clapping. Nah, I'm just being straight up. I'm just being straight up with him. Like I'm not gonna. I love Rosh. He's here every day basically. I don't know. I don't remember when he first joined, but I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna tell him what he wants to hear, I'm gonna be straight up. Like I don't care. I'd rather be straight up. Brian Tampo, what's up? Any news? I don't think so. I don't think there's any news. It's still funny. I mean, I almost called that company before I even looked at the balance sheet, but it was even worse than I thought. I wasn't expecting a $1 billion loss. That's crazy. That's insane. That's a huge loss. At least Jack in the Box only lost like 36 million. That's not that bad. That seems like you can recover from that, especially when the year prior you made 130 mil. It seems like you can recover from that. Recovering from a $1 billion loss? Ugh, good luck. Good luck. That's what I expect here, straight honestly. Good short play then. I mean, potentially. The issue with the shorts, though, the issue with the short play, though, the financials, it is a good short play. The issue with the short play is, just this year, it went from $7 to 12, and then it dropped back to $9, and then literally in a month it went back up to $14. So there's still like decent sized moves to the upside, so you can still get wrecked if you're short. But I mean, from a fundamental perspective, it should be a good short play and it should continue to go down. But I mean, that maybe this is the points where you short it, is when it squeezes up like this. I don't know. I wouldn't touch it, but yeah. I see the danger. Danger, Will Robinson. I see danger. Yeah. So, like, from a macro perspective, 5 years from now, it probably would be a good short, but at any time, that thing can double or triple, and then it's like, are you going to hold the short, or are you going to get, I don't know, what's going to happen at that point? That's tough. That's tough. Danger, Will Robinson. Robinhood shares climb after trading app completes Bitstamp deal. Deutsche Bank raises S&P 500 forecast. Will get further relents by Trump on tariffs. Interesting. Isn't that weird? Like 3-4 months ago, everyone was lowering their targets and their forecasts. Kind of interesting. How Strategy built their capital stack to accelerate Bitcoin accumulation. We'll read that tomorrow. That could be a good article. Delta Airlines is giving Shake Shack to even more passengers with 7 additional routes. What? Delta Airlines is now serving Shake Shack to passengers flying first class as part of an elevated dining experience. Here's how you can get a burger with your flight. We'll read that tomorrow. I really don't want to read news right now. I'm just seeing what there is. We'll read that tomorrow. That should be a good article. Fortnite Squid Game collab. Probably gonna end the stream. I don't know what I don't know. This is, like I said, it's kind of, the gym kind of threw me off. It makes, I don't know. I love the gym, but it sucks that we have to start the stream so much later. Splitgate 2 will exit its beta and get an official release on June 6th. Splitgate. Read that one. Yeah, we'll read it tomorrow. But I'm out of here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for always supporting the stream. God bless ya. I'll probably be, assuming I go to the gym tomorrow, I'll probably be on stream around the same time. So, I'll see you guys then. Thank you again, for real, for supporting the stream. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day. God bless ya. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!